It looks like I will be selling the car. The car is going. I will be going over to a much similar platform as this one, but just a little bit more power. It will have a E888 engine, or one of the variants, but it might not actually be the car that you guys actually think. It's going to be a slightly different car. It's going to be, I'd say, similar, but it's going to have more doors. It's going to be a little bit more practical. Want to have a quick look at the specification. This is bare standard. I haven't done anything to the exterior other than just some software upgrades, and that's about it. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this little update. I will definitely be putting more videos as soon as that car arrives. I don't know exactly the color that I will be going for, but yeah, stay tuned.
The other document you would be receiving that there is a reduction of 55 pounds, which is the reduction, like you have the cancellation fee, which we have reversed.
Right, I kid you not when I said I'm not actually feeling well. This is what I had to resort to. Some spicy cinnamon, whatever tea. However, this is the car. I'm not too sure if you guys are familiar with this channel, but if you've seen the very first video that I did upload years ago, then it was in this same environment. So I thought I might as well actually bring this car over here and actually get some sort of nostalgia going on. That first video, surprisingly, it did well. I'm not too sure if it was the thumbnail or the actual video itself, because looking back at that video, it wasn't let's put it this way, I was a bit shy, let's put it this way. However, here she is, the Skoda Octavia vRS. This is the 230 variant. You can actually get the 245 variant of this one as well. Surprisingly, from the outside, doesn't actually come with much more other than the back box being matte black as opposed to chrome, but we'll talk about that later on anyway. So this is the 230 variant. So it's got 230 brake horsepower petrol engine, similar to the Golf GTI. However, the 245 actually gets the performance GTI engine with some added goodies, but yeah, I was stuck with this one. I absolutely love this color. It comes in this corrodi red color. You gotta have a Skoda with one of those crazy green, red, blue colors, otherwise it wouldn't actually do it justice. But as you can see, she's a big body, you know, it's a big sedan hatchback. It isn't a saloon because the window and the boot actually comes out. But I absolutely love it. I absolutely love this car. It is fantastic. It's 5-door, practical, a massive boot that rivals an estate, to be fair, and it's stylish looking car. I really do actually like it. Now, of course, from the front end, the split headlights design isn't exactly for everyone. However, for me, it's something different, and I actually really do like it, especially in this red color, along with the black pack that actually gets you that black front grille, along with the black side mirrors. I wish the actual boot spoiler wasn't black as well to complete the look, but I'll settle with these nice 19-inch alloys. Now, these 19-inch alloys do come in 225 40 19. I will definitely be changing that, because 225 on a big car like this with that much power isn't exactly the best. I'm going to change it to a little bit more of a fatter stance, still keep the same tire, but of course still keep the same alloy, but of course, as you can see, the alloys has got actually no give whatsoever. So if you were to go anywhere near a curb, these wheels would be completely scuffed. But yeah, what can I say, it's massive. Had a sip of that tea. But what do you guys think? You know, it's a lovely color, you know, it's a lovely engine, 230 brake horsepower E888 engine with a small turbo that has similar kind of performance that you would actually see in a Golf GTI. But let me actually, since we're talking about the engine, I might as well show you guys the engine. And there she is. Now, if you guys have actually seen any of the Audi, Volkswagen, Golf R, GTI, S3, Cupras, and many other engines, they all look the same. The only difference is, of course, they all have their little badges, but I think the S3 is the only one with a different engine cover, but underneath that it's basically the exact same layout, all the other engines, but they all come in different flavor of bhp, ranging from 220 to all the way to the mighty 320, 330 brake horsepower. It is the Gen 3 variant of the EA 888 engine. There is the Gen 4 as well, which is of course that you would get in the Mark 8 Golf R, obviously cars alike. But as you can see, it is a, you know, it's a respectable lump. You know, you can actually see the turbo down the back. You can actually do some crazy modifications to this car, but of course that isn't the purpose of this car itself. I don't want it to be a BHP chaser, if that makes sense. I don't want to chase 600 brake horsepower, make this car practically almost unreliable. That isn't the that isn't the point of this car. We're going to be doing journeys on this car, we're going to be doing road trips, might actually put a roof rack up the top, change some aesthetics of course to this car, but not to a point where it's not drivable anymore. I'm not going to slam it and put some 20-inch wheels on it. 19 inch is more than sufficient. I will definitely be trying putting a splitter at the front, a side skirt, and a little bit of a better diffuser than this one. Granted, I do actually like the diffuser and the split tailpipes that are integrated in the diffuser. It is a good look, to be fair. It makes it look smart, and I actually do like the Skoda vRS has its own little touch, and mainly is these wicked looking design of the taillights. The taillights are unique to the Skoda vRS. You don't get them in just a normal standard Skoda Octavia. It's only unique to the Skoda vRS. The actual LED headlights at the front, I'm going to be doing a separate video on this one because they are very interesting in terms of the kind of features and specs and stuff like that it actually has in terms of safety. But the LED taillights, they are coming on the Octavia. I think if you get the technology pack or anything similar to that, you get LED front headlights, and of course you get a different LED rear tail light. Let me get a sip of this tea because my voice is breaking up. If I were to actually open up the boot, like, it's got a massive boot trunk, like I'm talking massive. My Seat Leon would stop round about here, but I've got about double the space. It's got about something ridiculous like 590 liters boot space. Come on, from a Skoda, you get these type of crazy seats. Let's be honest now, that isn't a bad looking car, especially if you roll down the windows and you're sitting in this. Now I can tell you they are actually practical, and of course they are comfortable at the same time. I absolutely love the look. Let me know what you guys actually think of the car itself. I absolutely really do love it. Something crazy. It's not something that you would, you know, think it's shouting about, other than the color might be. I think this car kind of suits my personality, a little bit subdued, but when you really want to thrash it, then you can actually do so with this engine, and it can actually reward you. It's not as agile as a Golf GTI and a Cupras and cars alike, and of course it's not supposed to, with the practicality of something like the S4 and the 340i, with a little bit less power, but the power figure you can actually bump that up to actually compensate that, and it's actually relatively affordable. Now the affordable side of it, the modifications can be affordable. With that, I'll talk about that on a separate video. But of course, this is it. I'm going to be signing off now, but hopefully you guys actually enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, because I will be doing a lot more family orientated little modifications to this car. And with that, I'm going to sign off, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.